Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. Rest of today's video. So it's Saturday, and Saturdays I do Cellar Saturday. We drink something off the shelves behind me. I've had a couple comments recently, drink that Chimay, and I actually got talking to Scott on Instagram, and he had recently had some quads, and he was saying this one is kind of slept on by people. So because so many people have been talking about it, I decided to do it. I was gonna actually probably not get to this till 2024, because I was gonna just do Goose Island Bourbon County stuff for Cellar Saturday for the month of November, and then Christmas beers month of December. But again, because just a bunch of people were like, I want to hear your thoughts on it. I'm like, yeah, for sure. So again, just for people who watch these reviews, feel free to comment. If you ever want me to, try to push up a review because you're super interested, let me know. But yeah, so this is 2017, so it has been aged for quite a bit of time at this point. I'm the one who wax sealed it. If you don't know my channel, I haven't done it in many years at this point, but I used to wax seal beers I wanted to age for a while. I'm just gonna leave that on. Just kind of, it might help with oxidation, but also just kind of, helps me age them longer because I went to the trouble of wax sealing them. So, all right, try to leave some of that sediment in the bottom. Brown, red, a little bit of orange. A lot of carbonation. I don't know if that's coming off on camera or not. Just over a finger ahead. It's like a light khaki color. Not overly compact bubbles. Not under a little. It's definitely fluffy. It looks exactly like it should. I can already smell some plum and stuff. You totally take a spoon to it and come right out. I'll read the back. Just whatever in case you don't know much about this beer. The registered trademark Trappist certifies that this ale was brewed within the walls of an existing Trappist monastery under the control of the Trappist community. Major part of the sales revenue is used by the monks to support charitable works, which is always great. The exceptional yeast isolated by Father Theodore combined with the purity of the highly protected water of the Abbey's wells gives Chimay its unique richness. Since 1862, wow. Chimay's secondary fermented ales have neither been pasteurized nor filtered, and only natural ingredients are used. To fully appreciate the strong character of Chimay Blue, serve slightly chilled in a wide-mouth glass, 55 degrees, the actual proper glassware, so it's going to taste better. And yeah, on the side it says not to lay the bottle down. It has been upright this whole time. What's the alcohol of this beer? Is around 9 or 10%? Yeah, 9% ABV. They don't call it a quadruple. That might be an interesting debate people want to have. Is it technically a quad or not? Whatever. It's a delicious Belgian beer. Let's get into it. Let's see, we did the look. The aroma is next. Yeah, that plum thing, very big in here, which is something I like in this style and want. You get the illusion of the baking spices. You get nice, sweet brown breads. A lot of clove actually coming out. So, and again, I say illusion of baking spices because this doesn't actually have baking spices added to it, but man, they get a lot of clove. Almost like a sweet pumpernickel is like the best way to describe. And it doesn't sound like a thing. I don't think it's a thing anyway. But it's kind of the best way to describe specifically what brown bread I'm talking about, but the fact that it's also sweet. Huge caramel. A lot of that just generically Belgian-y character, but it has that Belgian dark candy, like it has that thing. Slight leather smokiness. Slight menthol kind of mintiness. This smells amazing. This smells really good. Man, I could keep going. This would be a good live stream beer because then you check in on it, 10 minutes later, 20 minutes later, you kind of, say how it's evolved and changed. This smells great though. It's a taste. Cheers. So this is aged well. This is definitely held up. A good amount of the flavors from the aroma, or sorry, good amount of the things I got in the aroma I'm getting as flavors in the beer. That sweet brown bread, but there is a very beery quality to it. You can taste some of that fermentation, in a beer this big is pretty impressive to me. You get the caramel notes, the brown note, the brown bread notes. The brown note is a completely different thing. That clove is heavy. You could see the fake, the illusion of baking spices for sure, but clove's the biggest one. That crystallized dark, like brown sugar kind of a thing for sure in here. Some of those plum notes mixed with a little bit of a sweet cherry note as well. This is a good one to kind of, like, what's the difference between body and mouthfeel? It has a pretty creamy mouthfeel, but the body is relatively thin. And those things sound contradictory, but this is a really nice example of how those are two different things. Flavor is pretty long lasting. You know, it's still in my palate easily. Slight ripe banana, almost like banana bread. Yes, banana bread. That's one of the bready elements of this beer. I'll do one more sip. Yeah, that caramel, brown sugar, ooh, plum wine, raisins. Ooh, duh, oh my God. There is so much like dried fruit in this. More dates than anything. A little bit of raisin, but more dates. A little bit of a figginess, but yeah, it's dates specifically. Actually, keep that I said brown sugar. Probably all the times I said caramel, it was really closer to dates. And I do think there's overlap. I've said it in other reviews. Like sometimes when I make a smoothie, I'll try to mimic like a Snickers bar, for example. So I'll use a chocolate protein powder, a banana, frozen banana, PB2 powder, and then I'll put in some dates or date syrup, and that kind of mimics the the nuttiness of it, the chocolate obviously, but then the dates or date syrup kind of mimic the caramel taste of it. Really good, and that's totally the thing that's in here. Yeah, this is tasty. Yeah, have you guys had this beer before? Have you ever aged it? Have you ever aged it this long? Drinking a different Trappist ale you want to tell me about? Your thoughts on Belgian beers, Belgian style beers? Something else you're drinking out of your cellar? How about that? Anything, everything? Comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews, both those places. Please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.